Hi, my name's Ruth Childs. Some of you may have seen my previous videos. Others may know me because of my very successful work with curing focal dystonia. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that I'm very excited at the moment because at the end of March of this year, 2002, I'm going to be publishing my book on how to cure focal dystonia. If you've seen previous videos, you know you will already know something about the book because I've given an overview of the book and I've talked in a lot of detail about part 1 and part 2. Today I'd like to talk about part 3. So just to give you an overview of part 1 and part 2, they're about the actual physiological changes that happen in the brain that are causing focal dystonia, and then also where those physiological changes are coming from, what's caused them, so that you have a really good context of actually what's going on in your nervous system that's actually creating these movements in your body. So that's the why. Now, the third part of the book is then, so how can we resolve that? How can we cure those changes? We know that the brain is highly plastic. There is a constant process of neuroplasticity and neurogenesis, creation of new neurons that are happening constantly in the brain. And so what I've done in part 3 is give you the process. It's actually the process that you would go through if you were working directly with me in my clinic. And it's the process that I walk my clients through in order to completely resolve their focal dystonia. So the main tool that I use within that process, within that method, is brain spotting. And we start off by the first exercise, which you can actually watch on a YouTube video, is called the attunement repair exercise. That has a number of many different important aspects to it, and as you go through the process you get to understand all that this exercise does. It's a very simple exercise. You understand all the things that it does for you. But one of the really important things that it's doing is increasing your interoceptive sensitivity. That's your ability to feel what's going on the inside of your body. And that is an absolute basic skill to be able to resolve the focal dystonia and be able to work very successfully with the other exercises. Then it goes on to a series of exercises that it helps. If you've seen the other videos, you know that a lot of this is because your nervous system is in survival mode. So there are 2 very specific exercises that begin to develop safe mode in your nervous system so that you can begin to really feel and experience what that is like. The third group of exercises then enables you to begin to release the survival mode that your nervous system is under. Now, for many people, about 80% of their focal dystonia, if not more, will have resolved itself just by bringing the nervous system into safe mode and releasing the survival mode. So this is the real bulk of the work. Then once that's complete, we then go into the kind of final details of the work. And that is we check out the symmetry in the body. A lot of people with focal dystonia have quite a notable asymmetry in the body. So there's then a series of exercises. And they're neuroplasticity exercises, meaning we're helping the brain actually bring all that back into balance so that the body comes into symmetry. And then the very last bit is sometimes, having gone through all of that, there are a few little bits of the dystonia still present. It's, the brain has this part of it that automates everything. So some of that's just kind of some remnant automated movements that are still there. So the last group of exercises then enable you to resolve that first of all, by coming into a really deep union once again with your instrument, so that your instrument isn't creating a survival response for you, and then coming into the details of what is left of any movement and completely releasing that. So that's the detail of the method, of the flow that we work through. As I say, they're very practical. You get walked through step by step how to do each of them. So I'm really excited to share all this information with you, and my deepest desire is that it really serves you, and that you've come back to connecting with and being able to play music again, which is your gift. Thanks for watching.